Can you imagine if they accidentally, the writers screwed up the excuse me and gave her Teddy's thing? Holla, holla!
Guys, I want to bring something up. It is right now 18 years ago that we lost Eddie Guerrero. And I'm curious, any stories about Eddie Guerrero either one of you can share with us?
Man, I've had so many great times with Eddie. What a hell of a nice guy, man. And I might have told you this story one time. I remember him and Ray was in a tag, and they come back from the ring. It was just something minor, and I think I said something to Eddie about it. I said, hey, that first spot you guys did there, I said you could have did a little bit something. And I mean, I'm just carrying on the conversation, but he took that serious, man. He go, oh God, Teddy, thanks. Wow, I was thinking about that. So sometimes I just stop telling guys so, because I found out a lot of guys, like I was saying with Chris Benoit, God rest his soul. I said something to him one night, and it upset him so bad, but I'm just, having small talk, but like I said, Eddie, they don't come like him. They don't make them like him. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah, he, I used to spend a lot of time with him after the matches. We'd go back to, the guys would go back to the hotel or the bar, and he liked to sit in the lobby and talk and chat with the fans, but he always had an air, and Teddy, I don't know if you saw this, he was always tired. Did you notice? He was almost like, I just want to go to bed. I don't feel like hanging out for a long period of time. Did you see that in him too a lot?
Well, a little bit, you know what I mean? Eddie was just always just kind of mild-mannered anyway. He's
maybe that's what it is.
He was never you never saw Eddie in a hurry. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He always took his time, and he was just always mild-mannered. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I used to joke with him because I knew most of the people in his family, and he'd always say to me, hey, do that thing. And I'd go, Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero, Hector Guerrero. He liked when I rolled the R's. He always asked me to do that. But he was a good friend to Benoit, Malenko. Yes.
It was that group that they had there.
Perry Saturn.
They were just just best friends.
Yeah, they were what they call them now, besties.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero, to me, was he was one of the reasons why SmackDown was so hot back then, especially when Eddie Guerrero and JBL, when those two got together, it was some of the funniest and best stuff I had seen in a long time. And those are my favorite memories of Eddie, really. Him and the Mamacita time. That was great too. Just good stuff.
That was great stuff. But he was very mild-mannered, nice guy, always had a smile for everybody.
And I thought the greatest thing was when they had the angle between him and Ray when they were trying to say that Dominique's was Eddie's father.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was.
Well, he's not.
That was great.
That was really Dominic, wasn't it? That was in the ring.
Yes.
He played that very well for a young child. He played his role very well.
Well, he watched
it wasn't a role.
Dominique was always mostly Eddie. Ray brought him all the time. He was always backstage, and he watched his dad. So you pick up on stuff, man. You watch it. Yeah.
Look, another member of the family, of course, is Chavo Guerrero, and of course, he's going to be he had part. And Bill, I'm going to come to you for about this. You might know more information, but he was involved in the movie The Iron Claw, which is based on the tragedy and the triumph of the Von Erichs. So while I'm thinking about it, first of all, Bill, what does he do in this movie? Do you have any idea, or is he behind the scenes?
No, he was helped with the stunt directing. I'm going to have him on one of the Apter chats very soon, and we'll discuss that with him, definitely.
Any stories about Chavo for either one of you?
Oh, yeah. Actually, now we're talking about, I knew Chavo Senior, and I knew Chavo Guerrero. Yeah, we made him in the magazines, and he never forgot this. We created a story where when he was wrestling in Los Angeles for Mike LaBelle, we created a whole aura of a bunch of millionaires that pooled their money together and made him the $1 Million Rookie. And he carried that throughout his wrestling career, being the $1 Million Rookie. It was quite, just great guy. Absolutely.
Eddie,
Now that's Chavo Senior. That's Chavo Senior. You're talking about Chavo Junior.
Junior.
Oh, great guy. Also helps train wrestlers. Terrific, and he was brought in by the producers of that to help train the wrestlers. He's done that for a few movies.
Yeah, he seems like he's active within Hollywood. Either it's on the movies or behind the scenes of a TV show. And I think he probably still has a lot to do with different wrestling groups out there. He probably helps behind the scenes in several of those as well. Teddy, you have any stories about Chavo?
No, just a great working relationship. I enjoyed working with him every time, man.
Let's see. Look, he did say one time, Bill, I want to ask you about this. You did an interview with Chavo where he mentioned he doesn't talk with Vickie. That was kind of strange when I heard that. Is there some kind of a friction between that family somewhere?
Yeah, he explained it. I think he explained it on the interview that she has said some things that didn't sit well with him about the family, and he just doesn't want any part of her.
Vickie, to me, this is again, and Teddy knows this. For me, Vickie was one of those SmackDown managers, general managers that was enjoyable. There was only really one or two, and I know Teddy mentioned Stephanie, and Stephanie was good during a period of time, but it still, to me, it was Teddy Long, Vickie Guerrero, and I'm trying to think if there's really anybody else close to that. But between those two. Well, Kurt Angle was good too, but it still wasn't you or Vickie. You and Vickie were just on a whole different level.
Excuse me.
Well, we had great chemistry together, and the way the excuse me came, and let me get this straight, because they had some idiot put out there that I was responsible for the excuse me, and that was my idea, and that was not my idea. One day we was at rehearsal. And we were just messing around, and Vickie somebody bumped her or something, and she just turned around and said, "Excuse me." And all I did, I told her, I said, "Yeah, you ought to start saying that." I said, "That's good." And that's how that comes.
In your mind, you're thinking, "Boy, she sounded like a language just then." And that would work good.
But no, I didn't take it like that. I took it from the sound of her voice, the way that she said it. That's what caught my eye. I'm like, yeah.
I love the fact too that Dominic has that same kind of heat that she could bring. He grabs that microphone, tries his best to talk, and the fans are not going to let him do it.
Oh, that's great. That's absolutely great. That saves you from trying to remember your promo.
Can you imagine if they accidentally, the writers screwed up the excuse me and gave her Teddy's thing? Holla, holla!
That would have been good too.
I'm about to say that would have been funny if I reversed roles one night.
I wouldn't even had no comeback for that. I wouldn't even know what to say.
That would still work on WWE right now. You could bring two of them back in and say that. That would be hilarious. That's funny, Bill. That's a great idea.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
No.